Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is the Happy Hour.
You guys want a happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico hanging out with you. What's up, Rico?
Hello.
How's the day?
Cloudy.
I know, but outside it's pretty nice, though.
Is it?
Well, I mean, they're wearing a jacket, but I mean, jacket weather in the first week of November is okay.
That's pretty, I'll take it.
I'm wearing shorts.
It's acceptable.
I'm wearing shorts and a short sleeve pullover.
I
don't know what that tells you.
I have a t-shirt on underneath this, but I'm wearing just a zip up jacket that's unzipped most of the time.
What are we wearing? Sponsored by nobody. There you go.
Yeah. That should be a thing. What are we wearing?
Happy Tuesday.
Should we dress better if we did that?
I don't
do we have to
so.
actually accurately describe? Like, I'm wearing a NBA Summer League from this summer out in Vegas. It's pink and yellow. That's the t-shirt. The t-shirt's black. I've got the Nebraska former basketball player Kobe Webster gave me his jacket, so I'm wearing that right now. Shout out to Kobe. And I got my old Adidas running shoes on that have no traction on the bottom. They are completely flat.
I got the New Balances.
I need new walking everyday running shoes.
I got the New Balances.
I don't run, but I need them.
I like my New Balances. They're comfy. Anyway,
are they all white?
They are not all white.
This is a little blue.
They're blue. Black. They're black. They're black, silver, and gray.
Come on, use that flexibility.
I don't have it.
There you go.
I don't got the flexibility anymore.
Yeah, no, those are not mowing shoes.
Nope, they are not mowing shoes. Anyway, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, and the Starter Heyman text line are both open to you guys the entire show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo Channel 951 are at your disposal. We got plenty of stuff to get to today. We do have to catch up on some commercial breaks, so we will do that accordingly. First off, just on the docket for today.
Yes.
Tony White, Marcus Satterfield spoke to the media. Husker women's basketball got the job done yesterday. Husker men's basketball got the job done last night.
Also smoked them.
There was a lot of really intriguing finals in college basketball, both men's and women's last night. We had number one LSU go down already in women's college basketball last night. They are
the first defending national champion to lose their season opener since 1995 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's ridiculous. They went up to Colorado and lost to the Buffs, the Lady Buffs. And I believe Coach Prime's daughter is on that team.
Is that right?
I believe. Could be wrong.
Okay, so as we let's see. So we got women's bracketology here.
Oh, perfect.
The
one game in.
The top overall seed right now is UConn. Shocker.
Honestly, should be South Carolina. Did you see any other highlights? They were playing in Paris against Notre Dame.
I saw that they beat number 10 Notre Dame by a lot.
100-71.
Yeah.
Their freshman point guard did one of the craziest moves I've ever seen in women's basketball. She got the steal and she was kind of, moving the ball up the court and then full speed behind the back, fake pass up and under. Went from the Went from the left hand to the right hand off the glass layup. It was gorgeous.
So how about this? After LSU's opening day loss, they dropped as to a 3 seed in the bracketology. And if you are Florida State, South Dakota State, or Townsend, as predicted,
you gotta feel pretty good about yourself.
You feel pretty bad though. You feel pretty bad that you have to go to LSU. Nebraska, though, we'll put a Nebraska spin on it, is in the bracketology.
Hell yeah,
they are. They are in the bracketology as a 7 seed.
Should be higher.
Going to the Knoxville Regional.
Robbery. The Lady Vols.
Either way. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, and the Sartor Heyman text line. Big Bird asks, can we get an update on Rico's leaf cleanup side hustle?
Nobody has contacted me.
Nobody's contacted
Nobody
me.
has contacted me. Nope, nobody. Maybe I have a Twitter.
Maybe they feel like, well, now with Twitter, you can't DM unless you're a paid subscriber.
You can't?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's bad. Elon's out to get all the money.
I didn't know that.
Yep. $8 at a time.
So much.
Why people don't DM you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad.
Anyway, so yeah, there's no leaf cleanup. And I will say, like, the sidewalks look decent for downtown Lincoln. There's no leaves on the trees anymore. But huge shout out to downtown Lincoln and all the cleanup crews, because they did a nice job right in front of our building. There's not a whole lot of leaves, cluttering the sidewalk up. So I appreciate that from the city of Lincoln. Back to women's basketball, though.
Hold on. Massive shout out to my new guy, Al from Sid Dillon. He wants us to pass along to Rebecca, which we will, and we'll pass it along to the entire airwaves. His thank you for he had a nice little tour of the new downtown station. He said it's awesome and we are great. Said he really enjoys listening to the show. So
well, thank you very much, Al.
Shout out to Al.
Gosh, Al, thanks, man. I wish I would have met Al.
Yeah, you were busy.
I didn't get to meet Al. That's sad. That's a bummer. Anyway, Ham and Bean says, WT bleep. I was just out until 8 last night doing my leaves. I need to pay attention. Ham and Beans, you do.
I'd have been there.
Rico would have been there and helped out with the leaves.
I would have brought my kids because I was by myself. It was me and the kiddos.
Ham and Beans could have babysat.
You babysit the kids, and I clean your leaves.
Okay. We'll clean up the leaves, not clean the leaves.
No, I clean them. I pick up every leaf and I clean.
Just a nice little scrub. Anyway,
shiny leaves.
So there were a lot of interesting finals in men's basketball. Obviously, at number 4, Michigan State, who was the first AP top 5 team to lose their opener to an unranked team since Michigan State in 2004. So you had they lost to Hawaii back in that year.
Oh.
So Michigan State loses, but how about this? They go 21 of 37 from the 23 of 37 from the free throw line. And that is something I think Nebraska fans can relate to, because we are accustomed to seeing Nebraska shoot pretty poor from the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing, Michigan State, I'll say this. They also, and this is pretty funny, shot 1 for 20 from the 3-point line last night. They shot 5%.
Yeah, that's a recipe for a loss, no matter who you're playing.
I mean, and give James Madison credit. They went on the road. Nebraska's won a couple of times in East Lansing.
James Madison is having a year.
Yeah.
Just James Madison athletics, who put in I know we're going all over the place, but still, James Madison football, undefeated currently, in the top 25, the second highest ranked group of 5 team. They're at 21, one underneath Tulane.
Yeah. And
they just put in a petition to the NCAA, wrote a letter to let them play in a bowl game, because
they need to play,
because they're in that 2-year, moving from FCS to FBS, and they're not allowed to play in postseason play, which means they can't play in the Big East Championship. They can't play in a bowl game, which, based on their findings and based on a bunch of numbers that they crunched from people that are much smarter than I, they would play in a New Year's Six bowl. That is a great revenue maker for James Madison University.
Yeah.
And because of dumb NCAA rules, which I don't understand, they're not allowed to play. Why would you punish a team who's moving up from D1 AA to D1 FCS to FBS and say you can't play in postseason? You shouldn't be expecting them to make a postseason. They're going to be playing harder competition. You should want them to play in postseason play, right? Just to highlight them and let everybody know, like, hey, this is one of our newer teams in the FBS ranks. Welcome them with open arms. But no, they're like, no, hard pass. We'll take a 5-win team since you can't go to a bowl game. Ridiculous.
How about this, though? And this comes from the Action Network. I saw this earlier this week with their Week 11 bowl projections.
Mhm.
Did you see where James Madison was supposed to end up?
No,
If they get one,
where?
In the Cure Bowl in Orlando, Florida,
Okay.
against Jason Candle, DeQuan Finn, and the Toledo Rockets.
Sounds like a fun bowl game.
Here's what I would also say.
Sounds like a fun bowl game.
Here's what I would say. The Toledo Rockets, if they don't lose to Illinois in the last couple minutes,
A dumb Hail Mary.
they are 8-0.
Yeah.
They are in the same exact spot as James Madison.
Except they're actually bowl eligible.
They're actually bowl eligible. James Madison, it's real impressive what they've been able to do.
They would be ranked ahead of Tulane probably.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tulane is projected to be in the New Year's Six Bowl. Tulane, as according to ActionNetwork.com, supposed to play Penn State in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Ooh, I'd watch the heck out of that
Penn
bowl.
State would be a projected 14-point favorite in that game against the Tulane.
You're saying it again.
Tulane Green Wave.
I'd watch that for Nebraska's future quarterback.
Hey, listen, we can dream.
You know who else is transferring?
Who?
NC State's quarterback,
I did see that, MJ Morris,
who has won 4 straight games and is just like, you know what would be really cool is if I just sat for the rest of
he's going, I'm just not going to play anymore because I want to preserve my red shirt. Can you imagine what that would be?
Ridiculous.
If Nebraska had a guy that straight up was just like, you know what? Listen, I've won you 4 games, but I don't want to be here anymore next year. And I'm just going to sit out these next 5 games. So that way I can preserve our season.
I mean, that's like,
we'd always sit here like, what?
Heinrich steps in, wins 4 games in a row.
Yeah,
and then it's just like,
it'd be after the Purdue game.
Yeah. And he's like,
Purdue, no, Northwestern.
Yeah.
Northwestern game.
And he just goes, I want to go somewhere better.
Yeah. He's like, hey, listen.
And he's just like, I'm going to sit.
I'm going to try to go to Texas.
I'm done. I'm out.
Speaking of Texas, Malik Murphy, also another name to watch in the transfer portal.
I'm just saying, there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks.
There will
and
be.
I do not believe that Nebraska's quarterback for next season is on the roster currently.
Okay.
And I also don't believe that it's Daniel Kaelin.
Not next season.
No.
There's future.
He will be the starter his junior year.
But also, like, that's okay.
That's fine.
We always associate that type of comment to like
he's not good.
Like,
He's bad.
That's not the case at all. That's not the case.
You just got to get ready. You can't have your quarterback coming in as a true freshman starting every year. That's not how this works.
No, and you don't want that.
Because where's the quarterback competition?
You don't even want a redshirt freshman doing that.
Hank Bachmeier.
Yeah. So
that was just the first name that came to mind for whatever reason.
The projections for the semifinals in the Rose Bowl, Michigan and Florida State.
Good luck on that one. Michigan.
In the Sugar Bowl, Georgia and Oregon.
Yes, please.
You'd like Oregon in that
yes,
one.
Yes, please. Bo Nix, baby.
Yeah, you'd like
He's
Oregon
not going to win the Heisman.
He's not.
Michael Penix is.
New Year's 6 bowl games, you have Washington and Bama. That'd be a really good one. Penn State, Tulane, we already talked about that one. Ohio State and Louisville. How about Jeff Brom potentially leading Louisville in his first season with the Cardinals?
Jeff Brom can't beat Ohio State and Purdue, but going to lead Louisville against Purdue. That makes no sense.
And then in the Cotton Bowl, Texas and Ole Miss.
That one's boring.
And a couple other ones. How about this?
Actually, that one's not as boring. You have 2 former Nick Saban assistants going at each other.
In the ReliaQuest Bowl.
Oh, of course.
Notre Dame and LSU.
Hey,
hello, Brian Kelly.
Hold on. I think that's both of our number 3s.
Yeah,
no, that's your 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's my 3 and 4. Hello, Brian Kelly.
That would be. Where's the ReliaQuest Bowl played?
Tampa, Florida.
Move it closer to.
I'm trying to see if there's any other intriguing matchups.
Move it closer to South Bend, please. Thank you.
Let's see. Holiday Bowl would be Clemson, USC. USC.
I'm gonna guess that does.
Dabo, who hates the transfer portal, to Lincoln Riley, who built his team through the transfer portal. Going at it.
Who wins? A team that plays 0 defense or a team that just doesn't play?
Why are we paying you all this money? The Las Vegas Bowl, and I am not a fan of this matchup.
Oh, come on. It's Vegas. Everything's good.
Arizona, Nebraska.
Yes,
I would
100%.
I would love Nebraska and Vegas. Just do not put them against Arizona.
Nebraska's defense versus Arizona's offense? Hell yeah.
Arizona is the hottest team. And I said it last week.
And they won't be that hot at that time.
I said it last week before the UCLA game. That was my super lock.
It was.
Arizona is the hottest team in all of college football. And they beat UCLA comfortably over the weekend.
They're at 5 wins, right?
That is Noah Fafita. Fafita. It's unbelievable. Jacksonville State and Logan Smothers will be playing in the Ventures Bowl.
My boy.
We have,
My son.
see, anything else? Northwestern. How about that?
Northwestern in a bowl game?
Northwestern's projected to make a bowl.
Supposed to happen.
Because they're at
4.
Well, who they got left on their schedule? They must feel pretty good about who's left on their schedule.
They haven't played Illinois yet, I don't think.
Northwestern's going to make a bowl game.
Are they? Who do they got?
They play on the road at Wisconsin, which is not
They're not
an impossible task.
They're not going to win that one.
They host Purdue.
They win that one.
Okay.
Honestly, you saying host, it doesn't really mean there's nobody going to Northwestern games anyways.
But then how about this one? They go to Champaign.
Ooh. And they're at 4 wins?
They're at 4 wins.
It's all gonna come down to that one in Champaign.
Imagine the feeling Northwestern gets the job done in Madison this weekend. And it was funny. Bill said it earlier this week on early break, or maybe it was towards the tail end of last week. How Madison, if Wisconsin's not doing well,
they don't show up.
It's a sleepy town.
They don't show up. I mean, their student section doesn't show up till about halftime anyways, or like a little bit through halftime because they just want to do jump around and then they dip.
Jeez, that's crazy. Anyway, so
also that stadium scares me when they jump around.
Oh yeah?
I don't know how structurally sound it is, but I don't think they built it for that.
Hey, I just want to say once again, put some respect on Toledo. That was the team I jumped on Toledo's back.
You did, right at the beginning of the season.
I picked them to beat the Illinois Fighting Illini.
You did. You picked their quarterback to be a Heisman finalist.
You did. Not realistically.
No, you did, because I said Bo Nix and you said DeQuan Finn.
Let's just check out DeQuan Finn's statistics real quick for this season.
Not better than Bo Nix.
Before we get to break, because we need to get to break.
But he has more interceptions than Bo Nix does.
All right, here we go. Actually, this is going to be close.
No, it's not. Don't do that.
Hold on. I don't know how many interceptions Bo Nix has.
1.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Bo Nix has 2.
I threw one this weekend. Dang it.
DeQuan Finn, the 6'2" junior out of Detroit, Michigan.
Junior? He's got a year left? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no way. Hey, DeQuan, if you're listening to me.
I'm just saying.
I ran wild with you on NCAA 14. I know what you can do, and I want you to do it in Lincoln.
Somebody said this to DeQuan.
Somebody said it to DeQuan. 6'2", 205-pound junior. He does run well. Has 1,601 passing yards, 15 passing touchdowns, 5 passing interceptions.
What other interceptions can you have?
I'm not sure. How about this? I got to find his rushing stats because that's where the damage gets done. This year, rushing, 89 carries, 489 rushing yards, and 5 touchdowns. Nothing special. Just doesn't turn the ball over. And Toledo, to their credit, is 8-1, first in the MAC. Let's see who they got this week, just to kind of encourage.
9-1.
They're going to be playing on ESPN2.
Ooh,
this Wednesday.
Ooh,
at 6:30 p.m.
I know what you're doing
against Eastern Michigan.
Oh, I know what you're doing. 6:30 on Wednesday.
Yep. And then they have 2 road games at Bowling Green and then at Jim McElwain's Central Michigan Chippewas.
That's a dangerous one.
It's a good thing they're going to finish 11-1 this year. Dang, it's going to be wild. All right, let's take a break. We talk Husker hoops and their win over Lindenwood when we come back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. found in most local grocery stores.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday season is upon us. And wow, do we have some really awesome incentives to share with you. Right now at Koppel, we're offering 0.9% interest rates or $6,000 off select Chevrolet and GMC models. Yes, you heard right, 0.9% or $6,000 off select new models. In addition, Costco customers can get special incentives for this entire month. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus with approved credit.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What do you think of when you hear the chocolate season? Artisan chocolates? Of course, they have the best chocolates this side of the Atlantic. Friendly neighborhood coffee shop? Yup, they're that too. A nationally recognized top-tier brunch spot. Waffle weekends, baby. And the place to grab a gift for literally any occasion? Everybody loves chocolate. See for yourself at the Chocolate Season, 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead online at thechocolateseason.com.
Elway Power Sports of Lincoln will have you scoring big on savings with up to $3,000 off CF Moto side-by-sides and ATVs. Whether you're looking for a work-tough U-Force or a performance-ready Z-Force, CF Moto has a machine made for you all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location. And don't miss their Black Saturday sales event on November 25th with doorbusters and specials throughout the store. Visit their website, elwaypslincoln.com, for more details.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and the Ticket. You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I don't believe you people.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick and Rico with you, 402-464-5685, the phone number to call and text. Huge shout out to the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman Jewelers text line. Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo Channel 951 are there for you if you want to see what's going on inside our studios here, 1040 O Street. Come on down, grab some Mill, grab some Beatrice Bakery, and hang out with us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Okay, Nebraska gets the job done last night against the Lindenwood Lions, 84-52 in the debut of the regular season for Fred Hoiberg's fifth year as the Nebraska basketball leader. In the game, you had multiple guys have 13 points, but Sam Hoiberg leads the way off the bench with 15 points scored. He goes 5 of 7 from the field, had a really nice and one conversion towards the end of the game as well. Kind of acrobatic finished at that. And so he finishes with 15 points
off the feet from his radio mate.
That's right.
Jeff Grace III.
Jeff Grace III. So, yeah, in 25 minutes off the bench, how about that? In 25 minutes off the bench, Sam Hoiberg finishes with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists to go along with 1 steal as well. A couple of the bright spots, though, last night were some of the new guys, right? You had, obviously, Bryce Williams, who dropped 13. You had Rink Mass drop 13, and you had Josiah Alec go with 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Now, what I will say, and this is something I kind of like just gathered while sitting in PBA last night, you can notice a difference between last year's squad, who unfortunately was still undersized, although Derek Walker played a lot bigger than what his frame said he was. He played a lot bigger than that, but having 2 guys in Rink Mass and Josiah Alec on the boards. Now, granted, understanding that it's against Lindenwood, you could see the beneficial for Nebraska.
Josiah is one of those rebounders where even if he's not as big as somebody, he's still going to do everything he can to get up and get that board. You could just see the way he's flying around trying to get rebounds. Like, he's going to be one of those players that is going to, annoy Big Ten bigs, because he's always going to be there, and his athleticism allows him to get up and possibly get over some of those big guys that are bigger than he is, although he is a big guy. Get up and get those rebounds over some of those guys.
That's my thing with Alec. He was, first of all, bigger, like broader, wider, I guess, than I was initially expecting to see. I wasn't able to make it, obviously, to the exhibition game last weekend, but it seemed like he was bigger than I thought he was going to be, right? Listed at the 6'8", 6'9" area. But as Rico said, he's going to play a lot bigger than that, it feels like, and he moves really well for how big he is. That was one thing. It looked smooth, and it feels like Nebraska never has big men, and D-Walk was one of them that did move smoother. You think of guys coming off the bench, Nebraska just has never had multiple big men in general, but then also multiple guys off the bench that fill in for the 4 and 5 spots that move smooth. It just always looks choppy. It always looks uncomfortable. Last night, Rink Mass and Josiah Alec move really well for how big they are.
I don't know, and look, correct me if I'm wrong, but Josiah Alec as a pick and roll threat feels a lot more dangerous than some of the bigs that Nebraska's had before, because, and this is something that we talked about in the offseason, was, I think it was me and you or me and Austin, lob threats.
Yeah.
Somebody that you can, after the pick and roll, just throw it up there. They go up and get it. I don't know the last time Nebraska's had that in a big, but it seems like Josiah Alec is that guy because, again, very athletic big, moves really well, really fast with his feet. So once he sets that pick and rolls to the basket, you toss it up there, he's going to go up and get it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the footwork in the post, what his post moves look like, but you know who has really good footwork in the post? Rink Mast.
Well, exactly. I mean, both these guys do, and that's the thing with Josiah Alec and Rink Mast. If they are, and they both hit a 3-ball last night, they shot 50% collectively from beyond the arc last night. I think they took a total of 4 shots.
I think Josiah hit 2, Rink hit 1.
Josiah went 1 for 1 from beyond the arc, and Rink Mast went 1 of 3. So you go 2 of 4, right? But if they are able to show, not necessarily in quantity, right? Because Nebraska's had big men that will go out, they'll shoot a 3. Wilhelm Breidenbach, whether that's him. I wonder how he's doing at Washington. Anyway, but Wilhelm whether he stretched the floor. I'm blanking on big men that were able to shoot the 3 or attempted.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, attempted to shoot the 3 at Nebraska. But if Nebraska's able to have a guy that is comfortable enough handling the ball up near the perimeter, like Derek Walker was, we saw Rink Mast a couple times last night, bringing the ball up the floor as well in certain situations, similar to what we saw last year with D-Walk. But if they're able to at least get some of a longer J or longer jumper, working successfully, consistently, then hey, that's going to force the defense, whoever they're playing, whether it's Lindenwood, whether it's Prairie View A&M, or whether it's Michigan State, it's going to force the opponent to at least guard them to a certain extent near the fingernail, or whether it's the elbow or right wing, wherever they're at. It's going to force the defense to stay honest and stay on them throughout the entire floor.
It'll clear the paint a little bit, and they'll have to, again, like you just said, even if they only hit 1, maybe 2,
which we know
you'll move out there.
Well, exactly. And what does that do? That opens up the back doors because we saw it last night, the ability to distribute the ball. 5 guys on the floor were able to pass it pretty well. And so,
and you didn't even have your best backdoor threat in Casey.
I was just going to say that the backdoor threats of like Casey and Sam Hoiberg, and even the Jamarcus Lawrences of the world, and Jawan Gary when he returns. There's excitement, I think, around this Nebraska basketball team. And another thing that Josiah Alec really impressed me last night, and so did Rink, was just their ability to control their body. Like it didn't look, obviously, right, play fast but not out of control, play fast but not in a hurry, whatever you want the saying to be, it means the same thing, right? Where there was a time last night in the first half, Rink Mast caught a ball or was trying to drive, and the guy basically just pulled the chair out from underneath him, and he was able to keep his weight back to where he didn't travel, he didn't pick up a charge. The body control was something that I noticed. And then you throw on top of that the points and the rebounding ability and whatever you want to call it. So the mask.
Which he doesn't like.
Yeah, does not like the mask.
I think he should keep it.
He was fidgeting with it pretty often.
I think he should keep
last night.
But I think it was great. Wilhelm started for Washington.
Wilhelm and Eduardo Andre.
Where's Eduardo
according to Nebraska Ball Fan.
Where's Eduardo at? Please let me know. But Wilhelm started, played 21 minutes, had 3 points, 1 of 2 shooting, 8 rebounds.
Eduardo Andre is Fresno State. How about that? Fresno State for Eduardo Andre. We got asked, why didn't Lloyd play last night? Lloyd Jr., Ramel. Ramel I think he's just working his way back from getting a little banged up. So I think, obviously, if you want to, you can ask those guys themselves on Sunday mornings when they have their show right here on the ticket. But I think there's a good chance that Nebraska gets a couple of those guys that they were without last night back, at least suited up on Thursday. At least suited up. Maybe we won't see them in the roles that we'll be accustomed to in January and hopefully February, but they'll hopefully at least be suited up. On Thursday, also Matar Diop got some minutes last night. Just a lengthy dude. My goodness. I mean, in person, his hands go just above his knees. I mean, he is 6'10".
That's some long arms.
He is 6'10", and he was standing up, and his hands, his fingers, are just the top part of his knee. But I'm like, I stood up in the media area, and I was like, man, do my hands go out? Like, is that normal?
Like, do I have short arms?
It was. I mean, to be 6'10" and have that wingspan is truly a threat. And
big fan.
He did not necessarily look great shooting the 3-point shot that he attempted, but He did get in a block shot to his name yesterday, and that's probably a big reason why Matar Diop is out there and when he will be out there. Eli Rice, true freshman, just looked raw. There was some confusing situations, I think, where Eli Rice just didn't look comfortable, didn't look decisive in what he was doing, which was somewhat of a surprise to me because after he got after he led the team with 18 points in the exhibition, I was expecting him to come in. He played 19 minutes last night, I believe, if I can find it. Yeah, 19 minutes. Only took 3 shots, took two shots behind the arc. Only finished with 2 points, but was pretty decent on the glass. 5 boards last night for Nebraska, and at 6'8", Eli Rice, it's going to be pivotal that he knows where he needs to be, the ability to distribute.
Yeah.
They're not going to ask him to get 18 a night, and that's probably for the best, but they're going to ask him to be big on the glass as a 6'8" guy.
He's gonna need to make some type of impact, and you can see that as a 6'8" guy what he'll be able to do. You're talking about kind of being out of sorts a little bit. There was a point in the second half where Coleman was backing down his guy, and Eli Rice is coming from one corner to the other, and Coleman's like, "No, get away!" Like he runs, like, and there was ISO.
And there was a time when Sam was trying to direct Eli Rice to get farther in the corner just to keep things spaced out, and he just wasn't processing quick enough. But that's why you had to keep him in. That's why you needed him to play 19 minutes and stuff, and there's value in that, I suppose. Rico, in terms of Rink Mass and Josiah Alec, you have added them to your lists.
Add them both.
Now, people might not know what the lists are. It's Rico's guys and Rico's dudes.
Yep.
Rico's guys are his guys, and dudes are like a level up.
A dude is better. That's my dude.
A dude is better.
A dude is better.
So there's a lot more Rico's guys than Rico's dudes. There's only 4 Rico's dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you adding both of them to both lists?
If Josiah Alec has another crazy dunk, he's on the dudes list.
Okay. So now it's just Rink Mast on the dudes?
Rink Mast.
Okay. So just to go, every time Rico has to add guys to the list,
we have to go over it.
We have to go over the list.
I feel like I have too many guys.
You have too many guys. Maybe we need to take some guys out.
I'll have to go through the list. And
this will be real interesting.
Remove some people. It'll hurt, but it's necessary.
Okay, because this is good. I'll be real interested to see.
I feel like I need to add another list, and it's my sons.
No, so Rico's guys. Thor.
Yes, always and forever.
Hashtag backdoor Thor.
Yep.
This is verbatim how I have it written out.
Hashtag backdoor Thor.
Ivan Wager Ogo.
I still love him. Okay. I don't even know where he's at now. I think he might still be at Grand Canyon University.
Still at Grand Canyon. Noah Pola Gates.
Yep.
Okay. Dreaded Andrew McCutcheon.
Mm-hmm. This is the best Andrew McCutcheon there was.
Somebody that was in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios last night. Bryce Matthews.
That's the best baseball player I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Latman.
We might have to take Lat off.
Take Lat off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Lat.
That's all right.
So you were the best shooter that Fred Hoiberg ever saw.
We'll take Latman off.
Nobody else saw it.
All Carmelo Anthony's.
Every single one of them.
Okay. Nuri.
Yes.
Okay. Oleg Koyanets.
I miss him so much.
Still on there?
He's at Wyoming. Yeah.
Okay. Wilhelm.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a starter in the Pac-12. It's a good basketball conference.
Bo Nix.
Yes.
Should win
a Heisman, but
should win a Heisman.
Damn you, Michael Penix.
Isaiah Garcia Castaneda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He'll be back.
Blaze
Maybe.
Cada.
I actually don't know if he will.
Blaze Cada.
Yes.
Got to keep him on here.
Oh, block shots galore. Well, actually, charges galore.
Okay. Jazz Chisholm.
Yes.
From the Miami Marlins.
Yep. Still have his jersey.
This one, I'll tell you this right now.
It's the red pinstripe one. It's gorgeous.
I'll tell you this right now. There's no taking this one off. I'm making an executive decision.
Okay.
Sweet Things by Marcy's Strawberry Cupcake.
Never. That thing stays there forever.
Shout out to Sweet Things by Marcy. Strick.
Yes.
Okay. Alex Golesh, the University of South Florida head coach.
Yes.
I forgot about him.
Because he I don't remember where he grew up, but we were just like, yes, I love this guy.
Hold on. We gotta get some. Hold on.
There's something about him.
This was before the Alabama game.
It was
Alex Golesh.
There's something about him where I was like, yes.
My
guy.
He was born. Hold on, Wikipedia. Here we go. Wikipedia. He was born in Moscow, Russia.
Yeah.
Russia. In the Soviet Union.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's my Soviet football coach, baby.
And then Rink Mast is a Rico guy already.
Yep.
And we had coined him the Dunking Dutchman.
Yes.
I told you during the commercial break that we gave him a nickname because I pulled this up and we forgot the nickname.
We did.
He is the dunking Dutchman.
He hasn't had a dunk yet.
He has not. And then Rico's dudes.
And then I saw people trying to call him masked yesterday.
That's right.
Stuff. How dare you? Because I'm pretty sure we said it as soon as he, the random act of violence. Yeah. I was like, I think they said he had a broken nose.
Is he going to be masked?
I was like, he's going to wear a mask. I said it before anybody else. I'll go back and find the tapes.
It should not be clear. No. I don't want it to be clear.
No, it needs to be black.
It needs just to be black. So It looks like Batman.
Yes. Ridiculous.
That'd be so awesome. Bryce McGowan is a Rico dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Feldarius Payne.
Yes. I think he had like 2 sacks like 3 games ago for Virginia Tech.
And then DUI Mello.
Yep.
Okay. And then
DUIs are not cool, but
DUI Mello is cool. And then Eric Strickland.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Not Strick. Eric Strickland.
Yep, there you go. Eric Strickland. And then now Rinkmast, the Dunking Dutchman, is on.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. All right, there's the list. Let's take a break. We wrap things up coming up next right after this.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Elway Power Sports of Lincoln will have you scoring big on savings with up to $3,000 off CF Moto side-by-sides and ATVs. Whether you're looking for a work-tough U-Force or a performance-ready Z-Force, CF Moto has a machine made for you all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location. And don't miss their Black Saturday sales event on November 25th with doorbusters and specials throughout the store. Visit their website, elwaypslincoln.com, for more details.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no two cases are the same. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownshoefitco.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 7th is chuck roast for just $5.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
This is a house of learned doctors.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
As soon as your eyes shut, I'm going to punch you square in the face.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, so this segment's going to have to be really quickly before we get to the crossover with Strick and Austin. Rico, I didn't get to get your thoughts or hear them on the Cubs yesterday.
I had no thoughts.
You didn't have thoughts?
No, I saw the news and I sent it to you and I said, Nick, are you running shirtless down O Street right now? And you said,
don't
repeat. And you said, no, please, no. You said verbatim.
Yeah, please do
Give
not.
me 1 second. Let me find this. I said, you good, Nick? Or are you running down O Street with no shirt on? And Nick said, I'm wearing a shirt, just not wearing any pants. And I replied, much more acceptable.
So if you saw a man running down O Street with no pants, it was me.
That's Nick celebrating the Cubs getting a new manager.
I mean, if we wanted to go down we could go down a real rabbit hole here of like what's more acceptable in society, no pants or no shirt. But we're not doing that. I'm going to say
no shirt.
No, it's easily no shirt. Yeah, no shirt. Anyway, but okay, 402-464-5685.
Why did you want me to say that? It's not bad. It's not like you were actually doing it. Unless you were.
I was not actually doing that. It was pretty close. People got pissed though because we were talking baseball.
Oh, wow.
They wanted us to talk Nebraska football.
Guys, it was baseball corner. Baseball corner happens very rarely when it's not baseball season.
I'll be honest. Austin and I kind of went deep on the whole baseball situation.
You guys are big baseball.
He was actually doing it.
No pants.
Dude, Austin, bro, come on.
Dang, bro.
Now, people are going to look at their security camera. Anyway, it's okay. I mean, we went deep on the whole like what this means for baseball and stuff, but
you're fine.
It's all right.
I wasn't on because I was at the women's game, which was
that's right,
a defensive fest for Nebraska women's basketball.
They got it done.
Started on like a 16-0 run. Callan Hake coming off the bench went 4 for 4 for 3. The newcomers looked pretty good as well. I have said it before and I will say it again. If/when, because you find yourself at PBA for a women's basketball game, watch number 0, Darian White. Her hustle, her play is everything that you want out of a basketball player. She was amazing. She was 1 rebound short of a double-double. She finished with 11 points and 9 rebounds. She got like all of her points from the free throw line, though. Jeez. She only attempted 3 shots. The rest were from the free throw line. Nebraska just all around looked pretty good. Shot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
I asked them in the postgame if that was by design or if that they just saw open shots, and they were like, it's just open shots. We didn't go in there expecting to shoot damn near 40 threes.
Yeah.
But they were there, so we took them.
Well, Nebraska women win yesterday 90-42 over Northwestern State. Now, they have a tough one on Friday. They travel to Wyoming.
Up to Laramie.
Up to Laramie on Friday before returning home against Alcorn next Tuesday. For the men, they will host Florida A&M on Thursday, and then next Monday host Rider as well. That's the upcoming games for Nebraska men and women. The women on Sunday, November 19th, so just 12 days from now, will host Creighton, top 25, the Creighton Blue Jays at 1 p.m. on Sunday, November 19th. So maybe pack PBA for that one, because we went to Omaha last year for the Nebraska Creighton matchup.
Yes, it was not great.
Not great that day. Not great that day.
It was not great. It was packed. It was the first time I'd ever been there.
Yeah,
and it was very nice.
Sokol.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
DJ Sokol Arena.
Also, quick, Maddie Kroll was supposed to start, didn't start. Asked Amy Williams about it in the post game, and she said that they will know. She got hurt last week, and they will know more this week, I believe is what she said.
Maddie Kroll, former South Dakota Coyote.
Yeah.
Where she then transferred to Nebraska, played a big role in Nebraska's year last year, especially with absences to the players like Allison Widener and such. So, all right, let's go ahead and take another quick timeout. We'll come back and we'll cross things over, get you ready for On the Block. Coming up next as we round out happy hour on a Tuesday.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
It's fishing season. Bad actors are trolling your business emails, luring you and your employees to take the bait and steal your private information. Make sure your cybersecurity keeps your business from being the catch of the day. At Hamilton, cybersecurity is our business. We are experts at keeping your network and business information secure and off the hook. Contact Hamilton for a vulnerability assessment today. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 7th is chuck roast for just $5.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Celebrate Thanksgiving this year with Venue Restaurant and Lounge and Venue at Home with our Thanksgiving to-go meal packages. Our packages include sliced turkey breasts and roasted gravy, herb stuffing, Yukon Gold mashed potatoes, a harvest salad, and more, with add-on options to upgrade your feast including smoked ham, prime rib, sides, appetizers, and desserts. You choose delivery right to your home or pick up at our Venue at Home storefront. Order today at holidaysbyvenue.net. That's holidaysbyvenue.net.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. Switching over to football on Friday, November 3rd in Class A, number 6 Lincoln East would fall to number 3 Elkhorn South 24-19. In Class B, number 9 Norris lost to number 1 Bennington in a close one, 23-20. And number 2 Waverly would advance to the semifinals after dominating in a win over Hastings, 45-21. Switching to volleyball, here are your 2023 state champions. In Class A, Lincoln Southwest won in their championship game over Papillion La Vista. In Class B, Omaha Scott would continue their dominance in recent history, winning over Norris in 3 sets. In Class C1, Minden won over Kearney Catholic in 5. And in Class C2, Lincoln Lutheran won over Clarkson Lay for its 3rd straight championship. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What do you think of when you hear the chocolate season? Artisan chocolates? Of course, they have the best chocolates this side of the Atlantic. Friendly neighborhood coffee shop? Yup, they're that too. A nationally recognized top-tier brunch spot. Waffle weekends, baby. And the place to grab a gift for literally any occasion? Everybody loves chocolate. See for yourself at the Chocolate Season, 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead online at thechocolateseason.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
Look at me. This plane is going to Jamaica.
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick, Rico, Strick, and Austin joining you. What's up, gentlemen?
What it do? What it do?
I didn't say that.
You said what's up.
So,
I didn't
he
say
said,
it. I didn't say
what
it.
it do, though? What it do, though?
Stricky, how was the Big Ten Plus last night?
Man, it was actually a great little experience, man. Once again, like, you just continue to grow. Like, I attribute a lot of it to the ticket. Just
you're welcome.
It's very similar.
Nice.
But you know, you have the pregame where you're actually on camera and post game, but pretty much it's doing a little bit of research. We got a chance to talk to Coach Gerdeman, and that helps. You know, just getting those little interviews pregame, and understanding kind of a little bit about their team. And then you just get a chance to watch and see what Nebraska was able to put out on the floor. Quite impressive, to be honest. 18 assists. And we're going to get into it, but 18 assists on, I think 25 possessions or 25 scores. So, I mean, I don't care where you are. I mean, early in the season, you got guys that are really willing to make the extra. And that's it showed, and they were able to knock down shots even without some of their best shooters.
Every time somebody would go across half court, I would watch underneath the little score bug, and I'd saw the back of your head. So.
Oh yeah, that big old cranium.
Every time they go across, and I go, I
full of basketball smarts.
I was home with my kids, and my wife was at the game, and you would just go, and I go, there's Strick right there.
Austin talking smack.
I said full basketball smarts. Stricky, you see the clip I posted of you from yesterday? You were talking about Jop and his rim run. Guess what his first bucket was?
Yeah,
a rim run dunk.
Well,
I'm giving you your props.
Well, you know what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, Nick does too.
Yeah, you little sucker. Both you suckers over there. Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah, Nick, you know what you did. I included you in the group chat, so
you know
you're
what you
guilty
did.
by
Yeah, you were there.
association. The thing you were laughing about on your way up the stairs.
Yeah, exactly.
After halftime.
Don't act like you don't know.
Dang, what happened?
No,
that's great.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not in the friend group anymore.
Anyway, Strick. So somebody on the text line. Sorry, I got bamboozled. On the text line, went to the basketball game last night, and Strick waved at us when he walked past. Very nice. Question for him: what is the black things that most of the guys wear under their jersey tops?
Yeah,
it's
called. I think it's called catapult.
Catapult. Yeah,
and they basically It's just technology of the day. A lot of people thought it was, they're wearing sports bras.
The Kyler Murray thing.
Yeah, they're wearing sports. They're not. It monitors like your heart rate and activity and different things that you're doing, as far as your activity on the floor.
Think of it like a watch, like a fitness watch that tracks everything, just much more accurate.
Yeah.
Soccer players wear them overseas, and you can see how many miles they run a match.
Yeah,
and it's ridiculous.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It's just like the top of the line type of fitness tracker and monitoring system. So no, they look good though. Like I know you guys are going to get into it, but I was really encouraged by how well Josiah Alec and Rink Mass move for as big as they are. Austin and I were sitting up next to each other watching it last night, and there's a lot of exciting things to happen. We thought Eli Rice may have looked just a little slow or just uncomfortable last night just as a freshman, right? So growing pains there, but hey, Nebraska got the job done in the fashion they're supposed to.
One of the more business-like wins I think we've seen from Nebraska in an early season game in a long time.
No question.
And it makes sense because even if these guys haven't played together a lot, it's an older team, guys that have been around the block a few times. So even without everyone available, I thought with the lineups they had, the lineups they played, they just took care of business. The lineups, I think, functioned how they were supposed to for the most part. A couple of disjointed stretches here and there, but they weren't nearly as extended. So it was just an older, experienced team taking care of business on its home floor. Didn't leave any doubt, no real questions, and even that in itself is a big step for this program.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely dig into it more when we get on the block. So stick around, but. Being there on the floor is also, just you get a chance to really observe a lot of poise. Just what you spoke to. They have a lot of poise.
Well, and with experience comes that poise, and we know Nebraska is one of the oldest teams, if not the oldest, in the entire Big Ten Conference. And we mentioned earlier in the week this Huskers team 409 combined starts the 2023 season. Boogie Coleman with 86, Josiah Alec with 84. And then Rink Mass has 79 to his name. So just a lot of experience there. Let's talk rest of the world of college basketball because Michigan State, the big blunder last night, right? Loses to James Madison. The Dukes go on the road into a place where Nebraska's had some success the last couple of years. Goes ever since Taran Petaway. Go into Michigan State and they beat number 4 Michigan State Spartans 79-76, I believe the final score was.
OT.
Nonetheless, 23 of 37 from the line for the Spartans, 1 of 20 from beyond the arc, 5% from 3-point land for Michigan State last night.
Well, the good thing is we're going to talk a lot of JMU today on the show, both on the basketball and the football side. So that's going to be pretty cool. But that it's tough to win if you're not hitting shots. And then another team, we talked about this in football as far as the Michigan State game, Or we talk about the longer you allow a team to stay in and to glean and get more confident, the more trouble you put yourself in, because the pressure then begins to mount your way as opposed to them.
Because and Nebraska's been on JMU's side. I mean, that's what Nebraska's whole entire program feels like, right? Where it's like just hoping that an Ohio State or a Wisconsin, right? When Nebraska went on that streak 2 years ago at this time now, right? Where they finished out with like Ohio State and Wisconsin victories, you looked at that as Nebraska played well enough to win those games, obviously, but hey, Ohio State and Wisconsin didn't do enough to where Nebraska was sticking around. You're like, hey, there's a chance, because then you're giving a team that has nothing really to play for hope, right? And you're giving them something to actually play for.
The best example of that to me last year was the Iowa game. Nebraska gets murked on the offensive glass.
Yeah.
Iowa has Patrick McCaffrey going off. He hits 5 threes in the first half.
Yep.
But Iowa didn't play defense and then stopped cleaning up on the boards on its own defensive end of things. Let Nebraska hang around.
Yeah.
That's one of the more unlikely wins I think I've ever seen from this Nebraska team. Back to Michigan State for a second. Tom Izzo's post-game presser, him leading with, I didn't like the leadership. We have to find a leader in this room. That's a warning flag. If he said, we got good shots, we didn't hit him, we'll knock the rust off. If he said, hey, we need some more juice, we need to get other guys involved to get better shots, that's stuff you can work on. But you have your 2 lead guards returning.
Tyson
Walker and AJ Hogarth. Man. You have Malik Hall back, who's played a lot of minutes. Mady Sissoko is back for them as well. And he says, we're searching for leadership.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a red flag.
Real quick.
That's him talking to his team.
Yeah.
Nick, let me add to that.
Go ahead.
Could it be, because I really want you to answer this, could it be a little bit of carryover from the success you had last year, and you start smelling yourself a little bit? You come into a game and you're really just thinking you're like most teams throughout. You just go across the board in the top 25.
Yeah,
run away with it.
Well,
run away with it.
Think about what we just said yesterday, Austin. Right? It was watch out, Michigan State might win the Big Ten.
I'm still not writing them off,
and they still could, obviously, right? But just even us here in Lincoln, Nebraska, where we don't know, top to bottom about this Michigan State team, we knew enough to where we were like, hey, this is a really good team. Also, Michigan State and Tom Izzo, they haven't had one of their top of the line teams in a while. Like, they haven't had, like, even the Denzel Valentine days, I'm not sure, or the Draymond Green days, where it's just they're unstoppable. Where maybe there's certainly been NCAA tournaments where they've gone in as the 2, 3, 4 seeds. And it's like, yeah, they might make a run, but they never seem like they're just unstoppable.
Miles Bridges was good. I do think missing out on Vernon Carey in that class hurt them a lot. He was leaning that way or committed at one point before he ends up going to Duke. I think that would have been a really good fit for Tom Izzo. I don't want to say Izzo's lost a step, but you see his intensity, still getting enough talent. But I don't think the talent that Izzo has at Michigan State matches up with like peak Villanova under Jay Wright, or even what Kansas has done in terms of retention. They're good players. They're good in the Big Ten. And even given their guards, I'm a little surprised they haven't gone further. Even like this Cassius Winston teams.
Exactly,
so something is missing. I can't put my finger on it.
It was also interesting because last night Tyson Walker, so he drops over 35 points. Yeah, he drops 35. But there was a fascinating statistic that Kevin Kugler said on the Big Ten Network broadcast that said in the games that Tyson Walker drops 30 or more points, they are 0-6. They're 0-6 when Tyson Walker drops over 30 points. That's it. That's remarkable.
That's crazy because you have a 73-0 record in November.
Yeah,
at home. That's crazy.
It's incredible.
Right.
It's incredible stuff. All right.
So if I can just ask, Strick, when you see a stat like that, a dude goes off for 35. Is that ball hog? Is it he's the team's only option that night? He's the best option. When you see that he scores 35 or when he scores 30 or more, the team's 0-6, what does that tell you?
Well, it can, for the most part, just on the outside looking in without looking into the depth of the numbers and just throughout the game, you would see that, especially with a 1 in 20 from 3, a lot of those shots probably didn't go down. A lot of that could have been trying to either stay in it, get back, but what it does is it dries out your offensive unit because everybody's just standing watching. It gets to a point where it's a lot of standing around, a lot of watching, not as much movement. And then it just depends on what JMU's doing. This is the thing I talked about last night, and I'll also reiterate on the block. Nebraska could have, and I've seen them in the past do this, and this is probably what also happened. You try to get back. So if you're down 3 or you're down 4, you think you can make a 4-point play, and so you end up taking bad shots. And then the bad shots accumulate, and then over time, you start putting pressure, and then when it comes down to making a shot later on, you can't. This is what Nebraska did last night that I was impressed with, because of the fact that Lindenwood started to make a little run. What I said on the Big Ten Plus was, what you don't want to do here, because it's an easy tendency to just start shooting and getting comfortable because you're up so big. It's the easiest, least resistance of a shot. But in those situations, good teams attack and they continue to blow you out. They continue to make you go to the free throw line. Throat. Exactly, right? Yeah. But that's when Lindenwood made their run, and I think they got it close to getting it down under 20. Nebraska went back to that. And that's when you're starting to see the maturity of a team.
Yeah, and that's what, I mean, even on a smaller scope, I mean, you turn over the basketball and you try to force, and they get points off the turnover, and then you try to force a shot the next possession, right? And then it's you compounding mistakes. It's the same thing in football, where it's, compounding mistakes and having 2 false start penalties back to back because you're trying to make a play too hard, trying to be the guy. So, I mean, that's a really good point. All right, what's coming up on the block, gentlemen?
Welcome back, college basketball. We'll break it down. We'll obviously go over the Nebraska game. We'll look at the Big Ten. Couple interesting results. We'll also take a little bit of a look at nationwide. Plenty of teams got scares. Not too many actual upsets.
Ohio State and Oakland was one of them.
Carolina was on the ropes. Princeton
Oakland's
did the darn thing.
They're actually a dangerous team. Go ahead.
So we'll talk a lot of college hoops. Hour 2, we'll turn our focus to the NFL. It's midseason. Who are MVP picks right now? Maybe some Super Bowl predictions, as well as a weekend recap. Then, like Stricky teased, we're getting into James Madison. 9-0 Dukes, fresh off that big win at Michigan State on the basketball court. How have they made the transition from FCS to FBS look so easy? Is it actually that easy? What's all gone into that?
All right, stick around. On the block, Strick and Austin coming up next. That's it for me and Rico. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Adios. It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction.